Thousand people. Today, I think it's safe to say, for the first time in a very long time, that we might get our movement back again. And of course, that is the most important thing, because as the capitalist edifice crumbles all around us, the people have no defense whatsoever without movement. Now, many of us seem to have forgotten that truth and decided that movement politics could be abandoned for the sake of electing a black president, the same candidate that was backed by Wall Street. So it should have come as no surprise that we would wind up with finance capital so emboldened that they are attempting to swallow the state apparatus whole of the entire industrial capitalist world. That is what is occurring right now in Europe, and that is the root of the unfolding crisis in Washington today. We should all remember that it was Obama who announced 2 weeks before he was even sworn in as president that he was determined to put all of the entitlements on the table for cutting and make Social Security and Medicaid and Medicare and a lot more, all of the rest. He said, let's have a grand alliance. Let's have a glorious, nonpartisan, budget-cutting coalition. And that's what we got. And he told his friends on Wall Street and his friends at the Pentagon, don't worry about the blacks. Don't worry about those people who call themselves progressives, because I got them in my pocket. And he said, don't worry about the blacks and the progressives, because they don't have a movement. And basically, at that time, he was right. But we are beginning to do our own historical correction. The straw that broke the camel's back, that brought so many people back to their senses, was the brazen attack on Libya. U.S. imperialism joined its blood-stained hands with European imperialism, with a huge military offensive in Africa. And the most effective and the most important counterweight in the United States to Obama's war against Libya has been centered around Cynthia McKinney. She is the biggest single asset the peace movement has at this very moment. She is the eyewitness to imperial oppression. She is the eyewitness, and she is the moral and political leader at this moment. The Black is Back Coalition We at the Black is Back Coalition also have an obligation to call attention to the virulent racism that is promoted by NATO's junior partners in Libya, the so-called rebels. They have fanned the flames of racial hatred as a weapon of war. In the first weeks of the rebellion out of Benghazi, they slaughtered hundreds of black African migrant workers, and they killed untold numbers of black Libyan citizens. They invented legions of black mercenaries, and they claimed that a 5,000-man force from Chad was defending the city of Brega. Even Amnesty International, and Amnesty International is no friend of Colonel Gaddafi, but even Amnesty International said that this was all nonsense. There were no black legions of mercenaries. But what we have learned is that the rebels are carrying out ethnic cleansing on a huge scale in the parts of Libya that they control. They have eliminated entire neighborhoods of black Libyans in Misrata. They have laid siege to a town about 25 miles away, and they put graffiti up and down the roads, vowing to purge the country of black skin. This is the force that is sponsored by our first black president. This is the kind of Arab Spring that is envisioned by Obama and his European friends. And this is yet another reason that black people in the United States must assume our rightful position in the forefront of the anti-war movement. Cynthia McKinney has always been there. Lots of us used to be there before the Obama fiasco. Now is the time for all of us to get back in the ranks. It's movement time once again. How to